Hello, hello, welcome to our Seniors Real Estate and Services video series. This is season number three. Number three? Yes, number three.
Number
I'm Sandra
three.
Rom- I'm Sandra Roman. I'm real estate agent here in New York, in Long Island with Keller Williams. And like always, I'm with my friend Denise. Hi, Denise.
Hello there. Hi,
How are
everyone.
you
Welcome.
today?
Welcome to season 3. So we are live again, bringing you some senior resources that we hope can help your life, give you some options for resources and things to do. This season, we thought we'd have a theme of wellness, senior wellness. So we're going to have topics relating to that this season. But to start off the season tonight, we are going to discuss the housing market and what's going on. We have a couple of guests with us tonight. So we will introduce them and get started. If you have questions, please write them in the chat and comment, like. That's how we get more people to watch and we're able to do more. So I'm on Facebook, obviously, Denise Lanzarone, your local realtor, and on LinkedIn, Denise Lanzarone, and on Instagram, Denise Lanzarone. So
That's it.
that's it. That's
Let me
it.
say hi, Susan, and hi, Kelly. Good night. Thank you for being here with us. And remember, we are live on Denise's Facebook page, on my Facebook page, and on my YouTube. You can find me as Sandra Roman, real estate everywhere on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever you say.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. And remember, if you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Leave us your comments if you're watching on Facebook as well. And ring the bell. Let me ring my bell. Ring the bell and follow me on YouTube. Today we have two guests. We're going to have a round table talking about what's going on in the market. It's a house bubble. Is it what's going to happen? What we think? Remember, this is our opinions. So here we go. Denise, please introduce the ladies that we have tonight.
Okay, so we have
It's a ladies' night.
the ladies. Yes,
Yes.
we have Joanne Soldo with Jet Direct Mortgage, and we have Lily Macari with Keller Williams.
Yes.
So we have our expert panel here for our roundtable event.
Lily,
Yes.
tell us about yourself. We're going to start
Hi,
with Lily and then we go back to Joanne.
Yes. I'm Lily McCarry. I've been a realtor for 20 years. I am a senior real estate specialist, a certified residential specialist as well. I enjoy helping seniors help to downsize, move out of state. I find it very satisfying. During COVID, I helped two seniors move out of New York during COVID, and it was really challenging, but it was wonderful because they're very happy where they are right now, and I still keep in touch with them actually. But I love doing real estate, and I love doing real estate with these ladies. They're amazing. Thank you for having me today.
Where can people can find you, Lily?
You can find me on Facebook at Lily McCarry, on Instagram at Lily Mac, and LinkedIn as Lily McCarry.
And your phone number.
And my phone number is 631-455-9459. 631-455-9459.
Perfect. And I want to say hi, Jackie. Thank you for being here with us. Joanne, tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Sandra and Denise and Lily. This is such a great forum tonight. My name is Joanne Soldo, and I'm from Jet Direct Mortgage. We also have a division, Senior Real Estate Network, so we help seniors as well with financing. We're located in Bayshore, New York, as our corporate office, and we're licensed in over 25 states. We do all types of loans, whether conventional FHA, VA, reverse mortgages, reverse purchases, renovation loans. So we do all types of lending. I've been in the mortgage business for over 20 years, and I'm excited to be here to join you all. You can reach me at Joanne Saldo on Facebook. My email address is joanne@jetdirectmortgage.com, and my cell number is 516-885-0137.
Perfect. Okay. We have on the comments, you can write your comments if you have a question. Miss Denise is the comment lady. She's going to read and answer, or whoever is the question to is going to answer. Just write your question. We can see it here on the on whatever the comment section that we have right here. And we're going to start with the topic. How was the market? We're going to start with a little story, okay, so we can have like a whole picture of what really is going on. Hi, Marie Conway, thank you for being here tonight.
Sandra, I have a quick question. How come I can't comment on this?
Because I don't like you, I guess. I don't know. No, you're supposed to. Yeah, you can comment. I see your comment.
No, I commented on my cell phone.
Oh, you know why? Because you are like a guest. You didn't sign up directly through the other side. That's why. Okay. So never mind. I'm answering. Denise can't do anything.
Oh, I can still answer on my phone.
Oh, on your phone. Okay.
Okay.
So we're good. So we're going to start with a little story about how was the market some years ago, and who wants to start? Miss Denise, want to start? No? How was the market a few years back, before COVID? What was it like?
Before COVID?
Yeah, before COVID.
Okay. So before COVID, the market was a normal market.
What is normal?
What is normal? Homes were not selling in 3 days. Homes were not selling for $50,000 above list price. It was a normal market, meaning that offers were being made, negotiations were happening, inspections were happening. Sellers were negotiating to fix things in their homes after an inspection. If the house didn't appraise, then you were renegotiating that contract and renegotiating the price. It was a normal market that the average homes were on the market for 2 to 3 months. I'm not talking about right before COVID. I'm talking about in the past.
Yeah, in the past.
And interest rates. Well, Joanne's going to talk to you about interest rates, but so it was a more normal,
balanced thing.
Yes.
What do you see on your side, Ms. Joanne, before?
Before COVID is when we started the big refi boom, if I recall correctly. Rates were starting to come down. And besides all the purchases and sales going on, it was a great opportunity for homeowners to refinance and take advantage of the great low rates. So it was quite busy on the finance end.
And what about Lily? What do you see on your side?
Well, what I saw then was pretty much what Denise saw. Houses were not having multiple offers. We were able to make an offer, renegotiate repairs. Sellers weren't making us have waive mortgage contingencies on the contract, which is crazy. So it was a normal market. Houses would take like 30 to 60 days to sell. And it was, and the interest rates, I think, were probably a little bit, I think they were around 5% at the time. So it was easier to buy and sell. It was nothing like during COVID at all.
What happened with COVID?
It went crazy. People coming from the city and panicking, and multiple people looking to find a home and bidding on a home. It was crazy.
What happened with the prices of the house?
They went up 50, 60, 70,000.
Over asking price. What about on the mortgage side?
The rates were low, and it was crazy because we were all working from home and trying to get documents and set up. The whole company basically was working off laptops in an instant and qualifying borrowers with laptops and pictures and mobile apps and stuff like that. So it was busy, and refis, the rates were low. So we had both ends, the purchases as well as refis, absolutely exploding,
But what
exploding.
was the lowest interest rate that you we? I remember. I think it was like what 2-3%.
It
I
was in
bought
the
a house.
twos.
I bought a
Mhm.
house last year, and my rate was 2.65.
Mhm,
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
mhm.
What's the lowest that you saw?
I think that was it.
Yeah,
I think
I've
that
2.6.
was
I've
it.
seen a little lower. I mean, 15-year rates were like really low. So yeah, it was very low at that time.
So what was the issues were when the interest rates were so low, there was no inventory. So
Exactly.
people were out there being able to afford homes because the interest rates are so
Right.
low.
And they were
They could,
able to afford a larger size mortgage because the rates were so low. So they qualified for a larger loan amount.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So, and there wasn't a lot of houses out there to sell. So
However,
when the house came on the market, 30, 40, 50 people are looking at it,
Hmm.
and they're raising driving the prices up. People want to pay $60,000 over the list price. The seller's not going to say no.
Of course
Right.
So,
not.
and
yeah,
the buyers were competing against cash offers. A lot of the
Hmm.
buyers from the city had cash, and as they
Correct.
say in real estate, cash is king.
yep.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Did
when they agreed to forego the appraisal, it was even more advantageous for the seller because it was so overpriced. They were offering more, so we didn't have to worry about the appraisal to come in at value as well.
Mhm.
Right.
well,
But
then we start seeing that everything start opening up, and when do you see changes? When do you start seeing changes in your daily practice? Because in my case, I start seeing changes. I was working with buyers at the beginning of the year. I started working with them in March. Everything was crazy back in March, still from this year. And then when I started working with specifically those two buyers, I started working one in March, one in May. That's when I saw things start switching a little bit around. I start seeing houses going back to the market. I start seeing houses being longer in the market. Some of the houses, not all of them. But what do you see? Or when do you start seeing a change?
When the interest rates started going up, and it seemed like they went up overnight. It seemed, I think it was in March or April, they,
Exactly.
they went up like so fast. I think they went up 2% almost overnight. And they
They
doubled.
were
They pretty much doubled in a couple of months, I think.
correct. You're correct. It was.
Mhm.
So when the rates go up, that's less the loan amount people can qualify for. I think you still have an inventory issue. Am I right, Lily? Is it still
Oh,
low inventory?
it's still very low inventory right now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
so if you look
So
at the Long Island Board of Realtors Housing Affordability Index for Long Island sales, and in 2020, there was 107. Wait a minute, let me see.
She's
By
looking at
month.
her notes. Give her a
Looking
minute.
at my notes. So, okay, so the affordability index dropped 25% from 2020 to 2022, just to give you an idea of what happened because the interest rate went up, housing affordability index went down, so people are not able to buy as many houses, buy as much of a house or buy a house at all because of the interest rates being higher.
And here's one question that we have from Jackie. Do you think we are in what type of market? Is it going to be ever a buyer's market again? Are we still on a seller's market? Or we're evening it out? Or what's going on?
I think we're still in the seller's market. Prices are still high. They're not really decreasing. What you'll see a lot of, my opinion, you see a lot of price reductions, but those are only homes that were overpriced, that listed too high. Sellers that saw everything that was going on and just listed their houses so high that they weren't going to sell anyway. So that you're seeing price reduction in that because people are not just jumping on any house they see. So I think it's still a good seller's market because people are still getting good prices for their homes. There's still a lot of equity in their homes if they sell at this time.
Mhm.
And I also think that it's a good buyer's market.
I
It's
think
still
so.
a buyer's market because the interest rates are still relatively low when you compare it to
Correct.
history.
And
Correct.
we have a chart. You want to go to the chart, Joanne, to
Sure,
see the
yeah.
rate?
I
Hold
pulled
on.
this chart. It's a Freddie Mac chart, and it just shows historically each year what the average interest rate was.
Oh, let me find
Sandra,
it.
will bring it up.
Hold on.
You'll be able to see how, the market fluctuates throughout history. Rates go up, they go down. It depends on trading, Wall Street, economy, inflation. It's all a factor. So we've been through this before. And like Lily said, right now they're not terribly over what the norm is, but it's different from what it's been for the past few years that we've experienced.
We've been spoiled,
Hmm.
and there's going to be a new norm now. That's what it is.
Right.
Here, can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It
Here we
started
go.
in 1974, so the average 30-year mortgage rate during that year was 9.19. And if you follow along the charts, you can see how, like, look, in 1982, it went up to like 16.4%. And,
That's when I
13,
bought
12.
my house.
Yes, really.
1982, but 1981 is 16.63. That's even higher.
Right, right. So, I mean, that was insane percentages. And
Yes.
you'll see in history how they've come down and then gradually go down and up, down and up. But really, if you go to the last column, is when we started to see years like, say, under 4%. So 2010, it started to go in the fours. And then 2012, 3.66. I mean, that's historically low. And that's where we started to get the rate, housing price going up and stuff like that. So if we go during COVID, if you go down, was it 2020? It's 3.10. So you can see here how that affected the housing market as well as the mortgage industry with these historic low rates.
Do I stop sharing?
Marie says she paid 8% in 1979.
Oh my God.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So, and
19.
if you
actually,
think of the big scheme of things, like I was thinking of it, student loans are like 7 and 8%. So a 6% mortgage really isn't
it's not that
out of
bad.
the ballpark if you're paying, those kind of interest rates on your student loan. So just let's keep that in mind as well, as far as credit cards too are crazy, but it's a good thing to keep in mind.
But now my question is here. What is it? Why is different from 2008 when all this house crash happened back then, like 40 years ago?
Inflation is causing the feds to raise the interest rates and it trickles down and then the bond markets go crazy and investors go crazy. And so right now, that's really what's changing
But
interest
what
rates.
happened back then that it's different from now? Nothing. It's about the
Ask our
same.
leaders, I guess, whether it's, something more money in the market, supply and
Well,
demand.
isn't the way that you guys are lending that changed because of the 2008 market, correct? Because you were doing loans and you were doing uh, We were
Back then,
financing at 100%.
right, it was no income verifications and 100% financing and stuff packaged like that.
Mortgages
But
are
that's really
eating
not
away.
what's driving the rates now, because we still have stringent guidelines, and that has not been alleviated in, our industry. We still have to make sure lender does, it's not in real estate, like, they never want the house back from the borrower, so they want the borrowers to be successful. So they still have major guidelines to adhere by. So I wouldn't think that that's affecting the rates right now. It's just we want to make sure that everyone can qualify, but it's more really inflation and the Fed's raising the rates as well,
No, but I think that
in my
that's the
opinion.
difference between the crash or the whatever happened in '08,
Right.
as compared to now. I don't
Oh,
know.
right. Yeah.
You
So
guys
that
agree?
won't
Okay.
exactly. That's won't
Yeah.
happen because, everyone is paying their mortgages and, back then it was because people defaulted on
Yeah.
their
Exactly.
mortgages. So that's the difference.
Couldn't pay them. They couldn't pay their mortgage.
Correct.
I don't think that's going to happen in this market at all.
No.
I don't
Mm-mm.
think we're going to be having those foreclosures and short sales that we had
No.
then.
And if you think about it, rents are so high that you won't even be able to rent something. So your mortgage really is more affordable than some of these rents and how they're increasing. And then even if you sold your house, where would you go? Because rents here are quite high as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Jackie asks, when the recession hits next year, what's the prediction as far as the market goes? I'm not touching that one.
Lily, do you have your crystal ball?
I don't know.
Crystal ball.
I don't know what's going to happen.
At the office.
We're off duties right now with that crystal ball.
Well, I mean, like Marie or somebody said, Marie said cyclical. The real estate market is cyclical. It's up and down and up and down, and
Correct.
that's just the way it's always been. And but over time, it always goes up. It's always the best investment. You don't want to
Correct.
pay, like Joanne says, those high rents. So you're paying someone else's mortgage.
Yeah, I have a senior citizen that's been renting at the Fairfield in Port Jeff Station for 10 years, and she wants to kick herself because it went up $700 in 1 year. So now when her lease is over, she's going to be buying a condo now because she realizes that she may outlive her money.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
Will the house value go down?
I don't think so.
Like I said, there are peaks and valleys in the market at all times. But if you look at it as a long-term investment, it's always going to go up.
I don't think so.
That's what we've seen over the years.
And still inventory is a factor with that because there's not a lot of houses for sale that will help that not happen.
And then we have to remember we live in an island, and we have a limited amount of earth, space that we can build. We cannot go anywhere farther more than what we have in the island. So I think that's why, that's my opinion, in my personal opinion, that's why I think in Long Island, it's well, it's not very difficult, but it's maybe more or less, I don't know how to explain, but it's like more difficult for houses to go down because we have a limited space. We cannot build that much more. We can't do like big constructions like they do in New Jersey or like they do in Texas, because they have a big space. We are in a box. We don't have any more space. So that's why I think houses are not going to go that much down. Maybe a little bit, but not like a lot, crazy lot. But I don't know what Lily thinks.
No, I think about the same as well. I mean, my own daughter is going to be buying a house in about 6 months. So I believe she should buy a house. The interest rates will be what the interest rates will be, but she needs to buy a house. And at the end of the day, people still need a home. They still need to move. They still need to downsize. They still need to move out of state. There are still people, there are deaths. There are people that are starting new lives together. People will always need a home. So I'm not concerned.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, people aren't really buying the interest rate, they're buying the home, but they're buying the payment. So in selecting the proper home with the proper taxes, the interest rate may be a little bit more than what they thought, but they're buying that monthly payment at what they can afford as opposed to what their rent is and building equity. And then, somewhere down the line, almost everyone refinances at one point or another to get back, to, lower rates. So really you're
That's
buying the payment
that's
of the
what we
monthly
used to
payment.
do. So that's what we did. I mean, I remember refinancing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we did too. And somebody I know that's also in the mortgage business gave me a cute little quote. And he said, date the rate, marry the house.
Mhm.
So the rate is, like you say,
Mhm.
you can, in 5 years, if it goes down, you can refinance or whatever it
Correct.
is. But a home is a home. And that's what you're buying.
Right.
So Jackie at X, will house value go down? So I'm looking at the real estate market report from MLS over in Suffolk County, because we're in Suffolk County. So in 2020, the median home for a single residential home, the median sales price was $472,500. Anybody know what it is now? Well, this is as of August 22, because
563 I found.
585.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
and the condos, they were at 329 in 20, and now they're at 425. So even co-ops, they were at 154, now they're at 220. So I don't think you're going to lose value in buying
A house.
a house.
Yeah.
Stay in your house, build some equity, fix it up, do whatever you want to do. Have a place to live that you can call home.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's true.
And Marie wants to know, are there more condos being built? I've seen a lot of condo construction in this area, right, Lily? We see, and Joanne, you guys are both here. There's a lot of
See a lot of
condos.
senior housing, whether they're rentals. I don't know if they're for sale condos. I've seen a lot going up on Comac Road and stuff there.
That was
Um,
no, that's for Gerwin. That's
oh,
development.
okay.
Oh yeah.
That's like long-term care. I looked
Oh,
into
it
that.
is. Okay.
Yeah, that's owned by
Mhm.
Gerwin.
Okay.
But no, in this part of we're in Western Suffolk, and there's not a lot of building going on right here. I mean, the last thing that they built was in East Northport, the Seasons, I think.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's no, I don't know anything right in the area that they're building right now.
Their
Yeah.
buildings
Out
complexes
east,
further out east. Yeah.
more at east,
Yeah.
like the Riverhead area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Mhm.
seen houses being built in Middle Island
Mhm.
and
Right.
Rich.
Yes, over there.
And
Yeah.
there's a side of Coram that I saw new houses. I saw new houses. Where is the 495 in, I think it's exit 62 or 61? They have a little like,
William Floyd,
no. The 495, the exit 63, where the movie theater is, the big movie theater.
Farmingville,
I
Holtzville.
think it's Holbrook.
63 is Ocean Avenue.
No. 495. The Express, the 495.
No, I know 495 and exit 63.
Yeah,
Yeah,
61.
63 is Ocean Avenue.
No.
Yeah.
61. It's after
Marie's saying 61.
61.
Oh,
61.
61.
Thank you, Marie.
So that's Patrick Holbrook Road.
Yeah, Shirley. I've seen new houses in Shirley as well.
Yeah, Shirley. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think,
I've seen a lot in Reach, Middle Island,
Mhm.
yeah, well, that's where the
far
property
east
is.
for you.
That's where the property is that's available. Not much
Yes.
around here where we are.
And I've seen a lot of renovations, like especially in Bayshore, that they have this ugly side that they're building new like condos or little like
Mhm.
apartments,
Right.
Mhm.
like in
Yes.
Ronkonkoma, that they're building things where something else was before,
Right.
things like that. That's what I've seen. Wow.
Yeah.
So Denise, you go.
Yes.
No. You were going to say
Oh,
something.
I was going to say, does anybody have, we have a lot of participants here that are commenting, and I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. But anybody have any other specific questions that you want to talk about?
Yes. Is it a good time to buy?
I just wanted to mention that I've been taking, I took a senior couple out last week, and I saw a lot of units available at Fairfield and St. James. 1 bedroom, 1 bath units from price from $350 to $389. That place, either there's nothing available or there's several units available. So right now, there's several units available under $400,000. The common charges are like $175. The taxes are like about $3,000 a year. So it's a very affordable community. They have bus service. It's centrally located. It's a very affordable community for seniors. I just sold another senior development, Country Point Woods, and people are negotiable on prices now. The unit was $879, and I sold it for $835. So people are negotiating those prices now. So don't be afraid to go in at a lower price, because people are negotiating prices on their homes right now.
Yes,
Mhm.
they are.
Right. And we're actually doing inspections again. And, I mean, we were always doing them, but
Yeah.
able to negotiate repairs at this time. Appraisals are coming back. So the things are starting to normalize.
Yes,
Yeah, and
normalize. That's the word, normalize.
Normalize.
yeah,
Yes.
and
We
be
can't
sure.
go. I was going to say, we can't go by last year. It was
Mhm.
an abnormal year.
Well,
So if
that's
you
the
look
thing.
overall, we're just going to be average again. It's just going to be normal again. Which
That's,
Right.
I think that's the
2019.
problem a lot of people is having when they are selling their homes, that they have in their mind the idea that you are putting your house on the market or in the market and you're going to sell it tomorrow.
Mhm.
And that's not true. And that you can put any price on the house and that you're going to sell it. And that's not true either. That's why you need to go with a professional, cute lady like Denise and Lily and find out what's the value of your house in the market to price it correctly and be able to sell it for a good money, and not just think that it's the same as 3 months ago, as 6 months ago, because the market changes from one
Mhm.
day to another. So
Mhm.
that's what I found too with people that it's trying to sell their homes. They're still thinking that we are still in a very hectic market and they can sell it either by themselves or they can put it on the market and it's going to sell very fast in with a lot of money. And that's really not happening right now.
Right.
Price and
And
condition dictates. We are still getting multiple offers. However, it has to be priced correctly and staged as well. It has to
Exactly.
show well. Doesn't have to be brand spanking new, but as long as it shows well and it's priced correctly, you can still sell the home quickly as long as it's priced well. And if it's not priced well and it doesn't show well, it will sit on the market for weeks. It may have price reductions. So it's crucial at this time to price your home correctly if you want to sell it. And the sooner you sell it, the better, rather than let it languish on the market for months. Because when that happens, people see that it's on the market for a month, 2 months, 3 months. They start wondering what's wrong with the house. Why isn't it selling? So when you sell your house quicker, usually you'll get a better price and it's better for you.
That's true.
yeah, I also like to add that not every pre-qualification is 100%. So just be very careful when you get pre-qualified that you actually get pre-committed. At Jet Direct Mortgage, we get all the information from the potential borrowers, credit reports, income docs, assets, so that when we actually issue, it's called a Mach 1 commitment. So even though your buyer, your potential buyer doesn't have a property yet, we've done all the vetting. Everything's done. So once you get the property and you have the contract, really it's just the appraisal and the title that's needed, and you can close fast. So we find that this type of commitment is almost as equal as a cash offer because that buyer probably needs appraisal and a title as well. So we offer that type of pre-commitment as well as a Mach 10, we call it. So if a potential buyer has a property, we actually will do like a automatic appraisal as well to see if they can possibly qualify for a waiver that they wouldn't need an appraisal. So that's how we try to compete with those cash offers. And if you already have a pre-qualification from a lender, just go back and look at it. Look what rate they pre-qualified you at. Just make sure your income is the same, that nothing's changed, because rates have changed so much since maybe you've gotten one that it's really good to revisit so that when you find that house, you can act fast, because you've got to act fast. It's going to go if it's priced right. So you have to be prepared and you have to be ready to roll. So, that's a really good piece to remember.
Absolutely, Joanne.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
I want to answer
Mary.
Marie's question about the baby boomers. So according to the National Association of Realtors, 2022 home buyers and sellers.
But you have to read the question first.
The question is, I'm sorry. I figured everybody can read it.
No.
Baby boomers are selling and downsizing. What rate is that happening? So according to Generational Trends by the National Association of Realtors, that the baby boomers, they broke them down into younger boomers and older boomers, but they make up 42% of the sellers in 2022. So that answers your questions. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a big percentage of people that are selling their homes are considered boomers. I forget the breakdown of the young boomers and the older boomers. I think I'm a young boomer. I don't know. Let me see if I can find
You're
it.
a Gen X, Denise. What are
No,
you
I'm not.
talking about?
No. The young boomers are 55 to 6, born 55 to 64, and the older ones are 46 to 54.
46 to 50.
So I'm a young boomer. Yay.
Very young boom. And then Susan has a question too.
Oh, for
Joanne.
Joanne. For Joanne, long story short, I own a home, but I did not buy it. Would I be considered I can answer that, Susan. Would I be considered a first-time buyer if I was? Yes, you would, because the house was never in your name. And
How do you own a home without owning a home?
Long story.
Inherited.
It was her
Okay.
husband.
Long story
It
short.
could be inherited, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Am I correct, Joanne?
Correct, yeah.
Even
So
if
they
you
have
don't
different
have a home,
programs.
even if you don't have a home in your name for, what is it, 3 years or 10 years, you're considered a first-time home buyer again. I just learned that today.
Yes.
I believe it's 3 years.
Oh, after
Yes,
3
but
years, you're a first-time home buyer again?
Well, it depends on the program. There's various first-time home buyer programs, so you'd have to check the guidelines, whether it's Sony May or FHA. But your lender, whatever program you're going to be going for, will check that out for you and make sure.
And
so every 4 years, I can be a first-time home buyer.
Yes. No, but you still have the house in your name. It's if you don't own something.
Oh, got it.
So like if you bought a house, moved out for whatever reason, and then you want to buy again, it's
That's when I'm a first-time home buyer. I thought, I own the house and I'm going to buy another one 3 years later. Then I'm a first-time home buyer.
No. Then you're an investor.
Right. Second home.
Kelly wants to know, Joanne, do you do Sony May?
We do. At Jet Direct, we are a Sony May lender, so we do.
What is Sony May? Now that we're talking about it.
Work program. They do down payment assistance, the first-time home buyer programs, and we do have that at Jet Direct Mortgage.
And Sandra, there's something in Spanish that I can't read, so you have to read that question.
It's just
you got it? Okay.
Yeah, just saying hi.
Okay.
Hola, Francisco.
Okay.
Saludos, Paige. I don't know if he's even watching.
Kelly, you're right. All the baby boomers want ranch houses because they don't want to deal with stairs and
one level.
One level living. The way to go.
Yeah.
I love my ranch.
Yeah, exactly.
Me too.
Also, the baby boomers should realize when they're selling their big house and downsizing, they can do a reverse purchase and only put 40 to 60% down and not have a mortgage payment. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I can explain that further to you. So just contact me with the contact information. So you don't have to use all your assets to buy that downsized house as well.
And we have the little video that we did. in the Facebook page
Yes.
too.
Okay.
So
Yes.
you can find
If you look back on our Facebook account, on our Facebook pages, Joanne did a little talk about reverse mortgages at one
have
of
a
our
lunch and
events.
learn in person
Our
every
lunch
day.
and
Yeah.
learn. No, brunch and learn. That's
Brunch
right.
and learn.
And we
Right.
are going to continue with our live events.
But before we
Soon.
go, do you want to
Soon.
do predictions or you don't want to do predictions? What Lily says?
No,
Why, Lily?
because we don't do predictions.
We
No.
don't do predictions. What do you think is going to
I don't have
happen?
any tarot cards.
I predict I would be really something special.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in the market going forward? We don't know.
I just feel we're on the track to normalize,
Okay.
Mhm.
and which is fine, which is great. It's it's a great market to be in because there are negotiations to be had. There are you don't have to you won't have to feel like you have to put these offers in that are 50,000 above list price. I mean, we are still seeing that in certain price range. Yes, we definitely are putting in offers for buyers that aren't getting accepted because there's multiple offers. And
Yes.
but it's going to be a great market. Doesn't matter whatever it is. That's
I
why
love
we're
it.
here.
I love it.
That's why we're here. We're professionals that we work through whatever comes to us, and happy to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Like
I
Denise
think,
said,
let me
Right,
tell you.
guys?
yeah.
Nobody asked, but I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
I think prices are not going to go down. I think we're going to be having, a little up and down, but we're not going to be seeing big drops in house
Mhm.
pricing. I
No.
don't think so. If the house is priced correctly, it's going to sell.
Mhm.
If you have a good agent, you're going to be able to get a home. I think it's an edge for buyers too because everything that's going on. So I think it's good for buyers and sellers as well. So if you're buying
Yeah.
or selling, don't wait.
I'd like to
Don't
add
wait.
that is very true. The right agent is so important in this market. I can't express it enough. I have so many borrowers that are pre-approved, working with an agent that maybe isn't as aggressive and doesn't reach out to the listing agent, and they lost multiple offers. And then maybe switching to a different agent, a different approach, they were able to land their house. So really, I commend you all because you're wonderful agents, and it really does make a difference of who you use and how to get the job done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Denise?
Thank you.
And that goes the same for your mortgage lenders as well. You have yeah, same thing. But we're all working hard to get things done, and I think everything is going to be great. Susan likes Sandra's prediction.
And of course, I'm a witch. With W, Susan. With W, Susan. So, what's coming for the following, for the next video, Miss Denise?
I just wanted to. The average homeowner gained $64,000 in equity over the past year. So just to give you
Wow.
you're going to build your equity over time. And
Mhm.
last year was everybody had a lot of equity in their home. So yeah, so that's something to think about as well.
Mhm.
Marie says psychic Sandra.
I'm the psychic. Very, very clever.
So we're going to continue every week at this time, Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
For how many? 6 videos? 7 videos?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential events planned. I'm still working on securing guests for those for those events. We're going to do one on nutrition, senior nutrition, and we're going to do one on social activities for seniors. We have those 2 secured. We're talking about doing physical activity, exercise.
Yoga.
Trying to secure somebody I know that does chair yoga, so we can all do some yoga while we're on the screen. Talk about mental health with seniors, isolation, things like that. That also has to do with socialization. But those of us that were in and that still are in the healthcare field saw a lot of isolation problems and a lot of issues with that with our seniors. And what else? What was the other one?
The injuries and how to prevent injuries and the dental.
Injuries, accidents. We touched on that last season with Diane. We had a occupational therapist come on to talk about safety in the home and how to prevent falls. So we're going to elaborate on that a little bit as well. So we hope you can all
remember the dental. The dental health.
Okay,
for hygiene.
That's too many now. We'll see.
She's my translator.
Oh my goodness.
Anything you want to add, Miss Lily?
No, it's been a great show, and I look forward to watching the next ones.
Yeah.
Joanne Soldo.
No, thank you. I really think it was a great show as well, and I'll always tune in on Wednesdays. I love to watch you ladies.
Bring your margaritas next time.
Yeah,
exactly. I think we should do.
We'll have drinks next week. We'll have happy hour.
Exactly. Like one of those Zoom
Where they can find you, Joanne? Before we go.
You can find me. My email address is joanne@jetdirectmortgage.com. I am on Facebook. It's Joanne Saldo. I am also on LinkedIn, Joanne Saldo, as well as Instagram.
Miss Lily?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook at Lily McCarry, on Instagram at Lily Mac, Lil Mac, Lilmac, and LinkedIn at Lily McCarry.
Denise?
And my cell number is...
Oh, the cell number. Excuse me.
Huh?
Excuse me, the cell number.
My cell number is 631-455-9459.
Denise?
I'm typing. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. Denise is typing.
I got Joanne's email and Lily's cell number. That's as fast as I could type. So yeah, I'm on Facebook. Denise Lanzarone, your local realtor, LinkedIn, Instagram, and you can always call me, 631-922-5985. Send me a message on Facebook. I check them all the time, and I'd love to answer any questions that you might have.
And remember, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
7 p.m. We're having the series, this season number 3. The series is going to be about wellness after whatever, seniors, 50, 60, I don't know. After 60. And I'm Sandra Roman. You can find me as Sandra Roman Real Estate everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Remember to ring the bell. On YouTube, follow us, follow everybody, and thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I don't know if it was no ladies. Everybody, thank you for seeing us today. And
what's your phone number, Sandra?
Oh, my phone number, 631-569-6729.
Wait, say it slow. 569.
569. 631-569-6729. You can find me there. And if you have anybody that speaks Spanish, send it my way.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Adios. Besitos. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.